Can you hear me now, guys? Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Are we on? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if the sound is on. Yeah, can we hear me? Sorry, it's Friday afternoon. My head is absolutely fried. It's been an insanely busy week here at BZ. I just forgot to switch my microphone receiver on. How is everyone? It's Friday afternoon, nearly the weekend. Leave your questions in the chat for us, please, guys. I've already got some questions off some of our subscribers already that I'm going to answer. But if you've got any questions, please do leave them in the chat and I'll answer them live. I'll try my best to. Other than that, I want to show you a load of new products that we've just got in here at BZ. It's been a very, very busy week. Also, I'm just going to tell you what we've been going on the last month. It's a big day here at BZ because we're all going out for a meal after this. We've got 2 people leaving us actually this month here at BZ, so we're having a big meal for everyone. We're going to be saying goodbye to Tom, who does a bit of part-time customer service work here at BZ. He's been with us a couple of years, so very sadly missed. And we're also saying goodbye to Robert, one of our warehouse staff. He's only been with us about 6 months or so, but a really nice lad. Really sorry to see both of them go, but hopefully they're on to bigger and better things. Right, Fiji Soldiers getting ready for a Friday night game. Who's doing a night? Who's doing a night? I think District 23 do night games, but if I remember rightly, Fiji, I think you're up in Scotland. Am I just completely making that up? But let us know where you're playing. Shout out all your local fields, guys. We always want to know where you guys play. Peter Jones, do you know when the Raven Evolution Rebel will be available to pre-order? I don't, to be honest, because Raven Evolution haven't told us when they're going to be ready. They haven't given us an exact date. I know it will be this summer. It's going to be sooner rather than later. I know that because they're on the system in our back end of our website. So I know that they are coming in the next few months. But problem we're having at the moment is that one, shipping delays are happening all over the place. Our BBs just landed this week, but they were meant to land in February. So it's been like a month of delays for those. Shipping delays for Tokyo Marui that just landed today. That is exactly the same situation. It was meant to land in March, but it didn't. So we're kind of holding off doing too many pre-orders on stuff at the moment until we have like a really definite day. Once the couriers say, yes, it will be delivered on this day or give it or take a couple of days, that's the only time we're going to be doing pre-orders, because we don't want to be taking pre-orders for stuff and then people have to wait like a week, 2 weeks, a month more than they're expecting. It's not really fair on you guys. So we'll be a bit more conservative about pre-orders. For example, CTM Maximus kits, we've been getting loads of you asking about the CTM Maximus kits and when they're going to be arriving. Truth is, we didn't know. If we hoped it would be this month, but as of earlier this week, we were still telling people we don't actually know because they were stuck in customs for a while. But they've landed today. We've had to check over them. They look to be fine. So hopefully the Maximus kits will be available next week for anyone who's interested. Fiji Shoulder said, yeah, he's up in Scotland. The Depot are doing a night game. Yeah, if everyone's coming to BZ Fest, District 23, 15 minutes from BZ, they're hosting a night game after BZ Fest. So if you're ever in the Teesside area, I think they host one every Friday and Saturday. So if you're ever in the Teesside area and you're looking for a night game, that's a great place to do one. Other than that, we've actually got loads of great sites in the Northeast. The Northeast is a really great area for Airsoft. We've got places like District 23, Armageddon Airsoft, and that. We've got loads of great sites. If you ever come to BZ, we've got like a list of all the different Airsoft sites and how far away they are from BZ. There's about 10 of them in the Northeast. So if you're coming for BZ Fest, make a weekend of it. Get a Sunday game in, get a Saturday night game in, maybe even a Friday night game if you're really keen. But hopefully we'll see some of you at BZ Fest. It's on June 14th. It's 71 days away. Not that I'm counting, but yeah, I can't wait for that. Should be a great day. We've got some really exciting stuff confirmed for BZ Fest. As of right now, we've got nearly 10 grand's worth of prizes already confirmed for it. Still got several companies that still need to confirm what prize they're giving. So that's going to shoot up. Last year, we gave away about 12 grand's worth of stuff, I think it was. So we're probably going to beat that this year. We've also got Dalton from Wolverine in Wolverine Airsoft in America, known for their MTWs and their Heretic Labs Article 1s. We've got Dalton from Wolverine flying all the way over just for BZ Fest. He's going to be hosting MTW Unleashed target session on our indoor target range. So you've got like an hour. People can queue up. We've got a virtual queuing system actually. People can queue up and come and test an MTW Unleashed with someone from Wolverine, and then at the end of the day, we'll actually be giving away that MTW Unleashed to a lucky winner in the giveaway prize draw. Darwin's Arbiter says, what up, Darwin's Arbiter, whatever that means. Fiji Soldier, a bunch of the team will be down for BZ Fest. Much appreciated. If you haven't got your tickets already, go to bztactical.co.uk and book your tickets on there. They just start from just £1, or you can get a t-shirt and a ticket for £5. T-shirt and a ticket for £5. Like £5 doesn't even really cost the cover. Doesn't even cover the cost of the t-shirt, let alone the ticket as well. So you've got no. If you're free on June 14th, get yourself there. Last year, a bloke flew all the way from India to Heathrow and then travelled from Heathrow up to Teesside overnight just to come to BZ Fest. So we hear excuses all the time. Oh, it's a bit too far away. I don't know if I can get up there. But if he could do it, you've got no excuse, guys. So get yourselves to BZ Fest. Right. I've got some questions of some of our subscribers that I'm going to answer. Then I want to show you some of our new products. If you want to ask them questions, please do ask them in the chat, and I'll try and answer them to the best I can. But otherwise, I'll just be rambling on. So please do ask questions, because I can ramble way too much. We'll start off with a couple of questions we've had from some of our YouTube subscribers. At 507 Egret says he has a AAP-01C Shinobi pistol, great pistol, and he's got a lightweight bolt for it, but he doesn't have a spring or a nozzle. Which spring and nozzle do I get? So if you've got a CTM bolt in it, I'd say stick with the CTM nozzle and a CTM spring in there. Get the 200% enhanced springs from CTM, and also then new-ish advanced nozzle set. They've just, in the last couple of months, released a new version of their nozzle. We worked with them on that. We found a couple of flaws with their old nozzle set, so we worked on them in ways to improve it. So now they've got a new and improved nozzle, which works really well. So stick with CTM. Otherwise, if you want another option for your spring, Waldo Customs do some really good AAP springs as well. We do have them in stock at BZ. I believe they're £10 off the top of my head. Waldo Customs, really nice guy as well. I've got a few couple of questions. Sorry, American lingo is what's up. I know what up means. I'm not that illiterate. I know what up means. I didn't know what Darwin's Arbiter means. I just didn't know what your username was. Some of the usernames I have to read out on this channel. It's just like, what the hell are you guys? What are you on? Dinkelberg said, would be very cool to see some silicone-free green gas. This is interesting. So we are looking at stocking some new green gas, actually, because there's a bit of a shortage of green gas going on at the moment in the UK. There's going to be a bit of a supply issue in the next few months, unfortunately, but we are dealing with the problem before the problem happens here at BZ. So we're going to be stocking up on a bit of different green gas that we've never had before, and other gases. And who knows? Do we think Rebel should be producing their own gas? Is that the next step for Rebel Precision? Would you shoot Rebel green gas, guys? Let us know in the chat if you think that's something we should make. But while I'm speaking about Rebel, we'll mention that we do have Rebel BBs finally back in stock. We had a series of shipping delays with these things. They were meant to come in February, and they only just turned up this Monday. It's been an absolute nightmare. Worldwide shipping at the moment is insane. But Rebel BBs are back in stock in all weights, and we even have, I've just shown them there, but we've got the brand new red Tracer BBs as well. These were highly requested from you guys. Official BB of the NSL as well, the International Speedsoft League. Go watch an NSL event if you haven't already. They live stream all the time, and they're free on YouTube. Yep, new red Tracer BBs now in stock as well. That's it from Rebel. I think new wise, just a ton of BBs, thousands and thousands of bottles on BBs. Sorry. Darwin's Arbiter says silicone-free green gas is nice. Doesn't have the smell that propane has. I don't know what green gas we're actually sourcing. We're looking at sourcing some different gas. That's all I know. But stay tuned for that over the next few months, because we will have some new options in our gas range because unfortunately some gas won't be available in the UK in over the next few months or so. But if you've got any more questions, guys, please do ask them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to answer some ones that we've already had. So at Deanie2700 asks, any news when the Prime J series are coming? I need to save some money for these. I believe that's a Specna Arms product. And I'm sorry to say that we do not stock Specna, so we have absolutely no idea. You won't see it here at bztactical.co.uk. You're going to have to go somewhere else for that, unfortunately. But we do have a great range of other rifles here at VZ. Just Specnas, that just not something that we sell at the moment, shall we say. Anyway, I'm going to look at what some questions that we've got from Instagram. Diggleberg says, yeah, it's very hard to find silicone-free red and black gas sometimes, especially in the colder times of year. I don't even know how many different. We only really stock Nuprol and Vorse gas at the moment. As I said, we've got more gas coming, but yeah, it is what it is. They work fine, but it's hard to get gas. It is hard to get your hands on gas at the moment, unfortunately. It's hard to get hands on everything at the moment. It's just so many difficulties in 2025, and it's getting harder and harder and harder, unfortunately. But we're still there. We're still thriving. BZ, we just had one of I think it was our second best month ever in March. We only missed out by a few grand. But yeah, we're doing all right. What 507 Egret says, what spring do I need to get for a lightweight bolt for the AP01? You should get a spring included with a lightweight bolt, I think. Should get a spring in your bolt, I imagine. I don't really deal with it. I don't actually fit any of the bolts and stuff in our AP builds, but the advanced bolt lights from CTM, they do come with a spring included. So if you don't have that spring included, it should be in the packaging somewhere. If you haven't got that spring included, definitely haven't got that included, then I'd send the store that you bought from an email, whether that was BZ or someone else. Send them an email because they should come with spring included, really. If you want, if you're looking for nozzle springs and stuff like that, CTM are great nozzle springs, or Waldo Customs are great nozzle springs. But if it's a spring specifically for the bolt, then drop an email to whoever you bought it from because it should come with a spring included. SA Airsoft says, hey up, mate, how you doing? Whoa. My head's all over the place today. You can tell it's Friday. I shouldn't do these live streams on a Friday. I want to know, guys, though, if anyone's got any input on this, is there a better time to do these? Obviously, I can't do them out of work hours because it'd just be me sat on my bed with my dog. It wouldn't be a very good setup. It'd just be me on my phone. So I can't do them out of work hours, and I only work Monday to Friday. So we are a bit limited, but is there a better time than 3:30 on a Friday to do this kind of thing? I don't know. Maybe we should put a poll up about this because we just kind of picked a time. But yeah, by 3:30 on a Friday, I'm absolutely fried. We've had the maddest week here at BZ. I'll take you through just some of the stuff we've had in here at BZ this week. So we've just had a huge shipment of Tokyo Marui turn up. There's high cap, there's gas blowback rifles, there's AKs, there's new rifles we never had stock before. There's loads of magazines. They'll all be in stock by about Monday, I hope. I've already had a couple of them out. I had the AKMs out. Absolutely gorgeous. The packaging on them as well is so nice. Yeah, we've already mentioned, got Rebel BBs back in stock. A new addition to BZ this week, Mechanics Wear. They're known mainly for their very, very nice gloves. You've probably seen, or maybe you even own a pair of these. One of the biggest tactical glove brands in the world, but they also make, I'll just show off some more of the gorgeous gloves. There they are, very, very nice. We've just took over as a UK distributor for Mechanics, and what you may not know is that they make some really nice and really good quality and great value eye pro. It won't. There we go. Focus on it. So what's great about Mechanics Eye Pro is that the safety rated ones start from just £4.96, and they're not even bad. These are just £4.96 glasses. I mean, they're not terrible. They're not huge science class glasses. Definitely seen worse glasses in this price range. But for £4.96, if you literally just want something that you can wear to play airsoft in, I think that's a fantastic option. But then you can actually get ballistic rated glasses for just £15.95. Again, I don't think these are bad at all. There's 3 different styles. There's 3 different colors for this one, and then there's 3 different price range options. But £15.95 for ballistic rated glasses, I think that's not bad at all. Really excited about having Mechanics here. We are going to be doing a video on Mechanics eyewear where we test them directly against some Temu glasses to show that you don't need to break the bank in order to have safe eyewear. I mean, £4.96, or you can go to Temu and spend £3 on a Airsoft protective mask or whatever it is. We're going to be putting them side by side. That might be coming out next week or the week after. That should be a pretty fun video to make. I've just got all my Temu Airsoft stuff just arrived today, so can't wait to shoot that and no doubt smash that up. What else have we got at BZ? I feel like we've got loads of them. Oh, it's CTM. CTM TAC. We've just got a load of CTM stuff in. All restocks, nothing new this week. But like hammer sets are finally back in. It's the new version of the hammer set. Uppers, frames, all the essentials, all the most popular AAP bits are back in stock. And hopefully next week, fingers crossed, I have seen them in the warehouse and they're just being checked over now. Maximus kits will be in stock in black, pink, and tan. I don't know if we've got any other new CTM stuff ready next week, but I know hopefully 90% sure that Maximus kits will be in stock. SA Airsoft says he's coming down to Dirty Dog Airsoft Sunday to shoot me and my team for the 2K special, BZ. I'm WMD Airsoft, changed my name. Congrats on 2K, mate. It's hard getting an audience here on YouTube. We've discovered that in the last year. I didn't even really want to do YouTube. I've kind of been made to do it by my apprentice Luca, kicking and screaming. But it's a battle. Every day is a battle. Recently, we hit 100,000 subscribers on TikTok, but even with such a large audience on there, we've also been hit with a second account strike, and every day is a battle to stay up and running. So yeah, making airsoft content in 2025, it can be a struggle, guys. SA Airsoft also says, how you guys service guns, looking to get my MTW service in a few months. How often do you suggest getting them serviced? Well, I don't know how. I'd say getting them serviced when you see a problem with them. Obviously, if you've got MTWs that just kind of work, they're just a really good gun. I will say that you need to, for MTWs, you need to go to a certified, a Wolverine certified tech in order to get them serviced. Luckily, in July, 2 of our guys are going over to Tennessee. Are they based? I think they are. They're going over to America to do the Wolverine tech course. So they will be Wolverine certified by then. But until that point, they can't actually do a proper official service on them or anything like that. Shout out Wolverine though, great people. One of them's coming over. Dalton from Wolverine is coming over for BZ Fest, so can't wait to see him there. But yeah, you get your gun serviced. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff for your gun yourself. Just make sure you're cleaning out that barrel regularly. Make sure you preferably put a dehumidifier in your case as well, like just especially when you're running anything with electronics inside of it. So make sure if you unplug the battery for a start, keep silent dry dehumidifiers. Put one of them in your case. That makes sure all your internals are nice and dry. Clean out your barrels. Other than that, if it's not working quite right, maybe get it serviced. But other than that, you can go like maybe once a year if you really want to. But I don't think there's a strict time in that. I don't work in the tech center, so maybe our tech James will have better advice than I do. But yeah, I hope that's somewhat answered your question. I've just whittled on for a couple of minutes. But Warhammer Tactical, thanks for joining us, guys. Great addition with the mechanics. Yeah, we've been wanting to get mechanics for a long time. We just couldn't work out the right deal, but we had a sit-down meeting with them a couple of weeks ago, and I think we've come to a good agreement. We're now supplying stores across the UK with mechanics as well. We had several stores this week stock mechanics for the first time. So yeah, I'm really excited with the deal with mechanics because they do some really great products. Really hope some of you try out the eyewear because I think this is some of the best value eye pro on the market. This is one of the things I was most excited about when we got mechanics in. And we haven't got it set up yet, but I believe in the future, and maybe as soon as next week, if you buy this is available if you're in store, but I think it will also be available on the website from like next week or so. If you buy any mechanics gloves from BZ Tactical, you'll get a free patch or glove clip worth £5 included with each pair. Right. SA Airsoft says, yeah, it's been hard. He said it's been hard, especially with bans. This is talking about social media and airsoft. Gave up with TikToks and he hates it. Yeah, TikTok is a bit of a nightmare to navigate when you're making airsoft content, especially when you're a really new channel. When you don't have many many followers, TikTok can really be harsh on you. Even with having 100,000 subscribers to us, we're still not immune to it. We got 2 strikes on it. First time in a very long time we've had any strikes on our account, and they came one after the other. One of them was for a video that was posted in February 2023, and we only got the strike in February 2025. So all of our old content is subject to getting hit with strikes and stuff as well. It's an absolute nightmare. But just fingers crossed we can stay alive. Well, sorry guys, I don't have my glasses on. I should have my glasses on, but I'm struggling to read these things. Velo Welder Q, were those Red Rebel BBs any good brightness wise? Because in the video they did not impress. So Rebel BBs, I will say these don't show well on camera. Red BBs in general don't show well on camera. They were very visible in person, but one, we didn't have the best setup for it. We kind of just threw it on because they came in and we were in the middle of recording something anyway. So we just kind of included them in the video. The camera set wasn't great for it and the light wasn't great for it. We had too much background light to really show them off properly. But visually in person, I think they were really bright and nice. But in general, green BBs are just brighter than red BBs. This will go for any red tracer BB, any brand. Green is always going to be brighter than red. But if you've got a preference for red, if you like the fact that they more realistically imitate real trace ammunition, or you just want to pretend you're in Star Wars, or you want to use it for empty mag detection, then these are bright enough. These will work, but red BBs in general just aren't going to work as good as green BBs. But the main reason we got red BBs is because a lot of people have been asking for them because they prefer them. But another big reason was because a lot of players said they want them for like empty mag detection. So you'd fill most of your magazine up with green BBs, and then the final 10 at the bottom of your mag would be red. So as you're shooting, once you start seeing the red traces flying, you know you're about to run out, so you can quickly reload. You don't have to wait until you've actually run out of ammo before you need to reload. Where are we? Let me have a look. What are we saying? Darwin's Outfit says red BBs are never going to be as bright as green ones yet. Just the nature of the color spectrum. That's what it is. SC Airsoft said he's had YouTube airsoft content flagged, but just got to keep going with it. We've luckily never had anything taken down on our YouTube. Everything's restricted, but so which really doesn't help. But you know, we've never had anything taken down. Thankfully, we've had our entire Instagram account taken down once, and we had to rebuild from that. We had our TikTok account nearly taken from us twice, but I managed to get it back and claw it back. But God, there's a lot of minefields with airsoft content. Peter Jones says he's very new to airsoft. Is there any tips for getting any gear? I already have iPro because I use a Dye i5. Tips on getting gear. I mean, it depends what you mean by that. Is there any tips on what to buy, or you're looking for recommendations for like starter guns, or are you talking about actual clothing, that kind of thing? We do have a few videos here on the BZ channel. We have a video about the laws surrounding buying airsoft guns in the UK. We put out a recent video last week about loadouts, like full kits that you can get and for different price budgets, 250, 350, 450. We've also got a video about the best budget rifles for beginners in 2025. That came out about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So those are a bit of a guideline. But Peter Jones says clothing and things to carry mags. So you want to get yourself a chest rig or a plate carrier. One of the most common brands in the UK is Viper Tactical. Just go on bztactical.co.uk or your airsoft shop of choice. Get yourself a chest rig, get yourself a plate carrier. And then if it doesn't come with inserts already, depending on which one you buy, you can buy inserts to go with it. They're only about £6. You just basically just attach them on and fit your magazines in there. Viper Tactical is a great brand to go with, especially if you're looking for something that's not going to break the bank. There are other brands available. Shout out what play carriers and chest rigs you guys use in the comments, or what gear you wear in general. Please do shout them out, because there's plenty of other great brands out there. But another great thing you can do is just send BZ or the shop of your choice. You can send them an email and just say, hey, this is what the budget I'm working with. I want to get a full kit together. What can you do for me with that? And they'll kind of point you in the right way. But yeah, Viper Tactical is a really great brand. You can't really go wrong with Viper Tactical. SA Airsoft says, Red's a nice team, talking about Trace BB, especially with my colour, but it'd be rare by maybe District 23 only, as they're more in cost. Love to see purple and blue from these companies and all. Yeah, we get asked all the time, like, can you do any other Tracer BBs? But if we were to do it, we'd need to like order thousands and thousands of them, and I just don't think that's really realistic. And yeah, red BBs are going to be more expensive than green, but they just cost more to produce, unfortunately. It's the same with every brand. That's why most people just go with green. But for the people who are die-hard red Tracer fans, we've got the option there for them. Darwin's Albert said, drop those likes, guys. Support BZ. Thank you, mate. We're trying our best. We still don't have no clue what we're doing here on YouTube, but, you know, we're here. We're trying, at least. Right. SA Airsoft said he's had his Airsoft live streams banned. We have had that as well in the past. We had 2 live streams where we showed replica firearms on stream, and they were completely fine. Then the third time we did it, showed it, and within like 40 seconds they were just gone. We were down. We were banned for a week. So we thought it was totally fine to do, and then suddenly it's not fine. So lesson learned there. Micah says, hi mate, good to see you, mate. If you've got a question, please let us know in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to answer some Instagram questions. Freya Airsoft says, best pistols to buy for beginners. So please do, if you've got an opinion on this, please do let us know in the chat. But my go-to recommendations for pistols for beginners are, if you want the absolute cheapest pistol possible, probably the ASG Mark 23. We don't have any in stock here at BZ at the moment, but that's probably the cheapest popular gun on the market. The AP01, under 100 quid, and you could do endless amounts of things to it, and out the box is pretty great anyway. Or the Shinobi version, which is the compact version of the AP01. That's arguably a better out of the box pistol than the AP01, but you can't customize it as much as the standard AP. But if you're just looking for a standalone pistol, the AP01C is my preferred one. I'd say it's probably the best one under £100. Tokimaru High Kappa, again, that's a bit of a jump up in price, so about 160 quid. So a bit of a jump up in price, but again, very customizable. There's a lot you can do with it. So as you grow as a player, your pistol will grow with you. Voss makes some very nice pistols as well. I recommend Voss. But if anyone's got any recommendations for beginner airsoft pistols, please do let us know in the chat. Marcus, what weights do you have in for the Tracer BBs? So Rebel Tracer BBs are available from 0.02 grams all the way up to 0.32 grams. So we've got all of them in stock, 0.2s, 0.25s, 0.28s, 0.3s, and 0.32s in the green Tracers. However, in the red Tracers, we've only got 0.25 gram BBs. This coming Monday, we do have a video dedicated to BBs coming out, all about the different types of BBs, what to look for when it comes to quality of a BB, what different weights means. If you're a beginner player and you don't know which BB's weight is right for you, we give a bit of guidance on that. And we also give a little bit of insight into the manufacturing of BBs and what went into how we decided which manufacturer is right for Rebel Precision. Because if you don't know, we actually flew over to Taiwan and visited BB factories personally to find the best BB manufacturer possible. That's how we found the BBs for Rebel Precision. No other brand in the UK uses the same manufacturer as us. One manufacturer we visited, they had BBs fall on the floor, and they literally just picked them up and said, they go in our budget range, and just put them back in the thing. So we didn't go with that factory, I can tell you that. The factory we did go with, they have a person whose job it is, their sole job is to look at BBs. They literally have a tray of BBs in front of them and they just scour them all by eye to find any imperfections. And then once they're all okayed, tip them out in a sack and then get another sample selection. And just that's all they do all day long. So quality control was insane levels. So that's part of the reason we went with them. Anyway, if anyone's interested in that, it's coming out on Monday afternoon. Pete Jones, I like the look of Speedsoft, but I don't know how to get into it. What type of kit can I run for it on a budget? So basically, with Speedsoft, I'm going to guess you're a paintballer if you've got a i5 already. Speedsoft is basically the same kind of kit. You want some tough kit that will work on Astro if you're sliding about. You don't want things that are just going to rip straight away. But you see a lot of Speedsofters wear the same kind of brands that paintballers do. And a lot of Speedsofters will play paintball and vice versa. We sponsor a few teams that play both Speedsoft and paintball. So if you've got yourself a good old HK Army jersey or some HK trousers, dye trousers, Planet Eclipse stuff, they'll all be transferable to Speedsoft. As you get more into it, you'll find certain brands work with it, and you'll need to get yourself like a Speedsoft style chest rig or HPA backpack or a belt or something like that. HK Army do a really good range of those. There are other brands like Cubbysoft and stuff like that that we don't stock here at BZ. But to get into it, I'd say just speak to some teams. I don't know where you're based, Peter, but we've got a great scene up here in the Northeast, literally 15 minutes down the road from us. There's District 23. They've got Speedsoft Arena, and they run Speedsoft tournaments throughout the year. They've got a Speed League. They've got 2 different divisions. You've also got in Bradford, you've got Speed Arena. They're opened up in about August, September time. They do regular Speedsoft events and tournaments as well. And very, very new, just opened up down south. Can't remember off the top of my head where it is. There's Savage Arena as well. They're a brand new indoor arena that is also got a Speedsoft arena inside of it, I believe. And I think they're starting to run Speedsoft events there. I'm just trying to look where it is. I know it's somewhere down south. I always forget where they are located, but it's at Berserker Airsoft. I know that. I'm just trying to look at their events. They do Speed QB events, so that is like Speedsoft, but it's a very specific style of Speedsoft. I can't actually see where they're based. I'll try and find that out while I'm on the stream, but it's not really coming. It's not even listed on the website anyway, unfortunately. But yeah, Speedsoft. If you're anywhere local to any of those sites that I've just mentioned, even though one of them I didn't actually say where it was, but if you're in the Northeast, that's a great place to start. If not, just it's in Lowestoft. If you're anywhere near Lowestoft, that's where Berserker's Savage Arena is based. But there's teams from all over the place. We have a team in Northern Ireland that fly over to play at Speedsoft down the road here at District 23. We've got teams from down south. We've got teams Midlands, North, Scotland, everywhere. So wherever you are, Peter, Peter in Middlesbrough, great. There's a team based in Middlesbrough. We've got a member of our staff actually plays for them. Sons of Teesside, SOT. If you're in Middlesbrough, Peter, get yourself to District 23. That's where they play. You're in an ideal place for Speedsoft. The Bunker CQB at District 23. They run. I'll try and look when their next tournament is. So when they have a Speedsoft tournament on, they live stream it on YouTube, but you can actually go and watch it live at District 23 if you want to. You just have to wear some kind of eye protection. So if you wear your i5 when you go there, you'll be able to go and watch for free, and it might be a good chance for you to speak to some people and ask about how you get into it, how you start playing, if there's any spots on any of the teams. I know for definite there is one team in Teesside, SOT. There might be some more, but I can't think off the top of my head where any of them are based. But a lot of them go and train regularly at District 23. So a lot of the players will be scattered all across England and Wales and Scotland, and then they'll all come and meet at District to play Speedsoft, to train together. So even if you join a team that isn't local to Teesside, you might be able to still play with them. So go get yourself to the event. I can't actually see when the next event is, but it's on their Instagram page, at the Bunker CQB. Go check them out, Peter. Thanks for your question, mate. Sorry I didn't. Sorry I took so long answering that one, guys. SA Airsoft, people are just recommending some Speedsoft gear in the chat there, guys. Mike is going to order some 3-2 tracers, much appreciated. If you don't want to order from BZ, Rebel Precision BBs is stocked by over 100 sites and shops all across the UK. If you didn't know, guys, so check your preferred store or visit your local airsoft site. They might have some in stock. Pete Jones says he likes the look of HK Army. Definitely picks up some of their kit. Yeah, we love HK Army. Been working with them for about 15 so years now. Great bunch of guys that make some great kit, and they're giving away about £1,000 worth of stuff at BZ Fest. So get yourself to the amount of prizes we're giving away from BZ Fest. If you come to BZ Fest, you will. There's a very, very solid chance you'll walk away with something for free. So join us on June 14th if you can, guys. SA Airsoft says, I really want a speed belt with mags on it, but the price for the HK one is very high at the moment for me to spend after spending 2K on Airsoft 2 months ago. Yeah, Speedsoft, that's one thing about it. It's an expensive sport. It's a very, very pricey sport. Yeah, you're not going to get yourself any cheap Speedsoft gear, unfortunately. But if you love it, and you got to play it, and luckily, like places like Bunker CQB are actually doing prizes, like cash prizes and stuff now, which is great to see. It's great to see Speedsoft in the UK grow so quickly, especially in such a short frame of time. 1 year ago, I don't even think we had one proper Speedsoft arena in the UK. Now we've got 3, or at least two. But I'm sure Berserker Savage Arena is set up to be a proper Speedsoft arena. So that's an insane amount of growth in such a short amount of time. We're now working with the NSL. We've got the official BBs of the NSL. So yeah, Speedsoft is growing all the time. It's great to see. Anything that'll grow Airsoft in any form, we're all for it. When I first started here in 2019, so I actually work for 5 different companies, guys. I don't just work for BZ Tactical, but when I first started in 2019, BZ Tactical Airsoft stuff was the least important part of my job. Now, by far, it's the most important part of my job. It's just insane to see how many people have jumped on board with Airsoft in the last few years, because it's been mad. It's been a crazy ride for especially us here at BZ. Like, I can't tell you the figures, but when I look at how much we were doing business-wise 5 years ago compared to what we're doing now, it's absolutely mind-blowing. So thank you, everyone, for supporting us and growing us into one of the biggest airsoft suppliers in the UK. Anyway, I need to answer some more questions because I'm rambling on here. LT Waffle on Instagram says, do you know if Vorsk is releasing any upgrades for the VMP2, like a heavier bolt for more recoil? I know that they've been working on some VMP stuff, but I've not seen anything confirmed. There's nothing on their website, on their dealer side of their website, to say that there's anything new coming out yet. I know that they've designed it obviously to be modular. It's called the Vorsk modular platform, so it's designed to have things swapped out. So I know it's all VSR spec, so you might be able to just swap it out with a non-Vorsk branded bolt and other parts and stuff, like you can swap them out. But I think they are bringing some stuff out, but I've got absolutely zero timeline on that, unfortunately. But they are a good, very good value rifle, cheapest gas blowback rifles that we sell here at BZ. Charlie Mayer 15 on Instagram says, do Red Tracer BBs work with a Bifrost? No, they don't, but there is a specific version of the Bifrost that works with Red Tracer BBs. It's called the Bifrost R. Exactly the same as a standard Bifrost, but works with red and green Tracer BBs. But to be fair, with a Bifrost, you don't even really need Tracer BBs with a Bifrost. If you're running an Airtech Bifrost, we find if you're running it specifically for the rainbow effect, we find that just normal BBs, white BBs, work best with the rainbow effect. If you're using any other Tracer unit, get yourself Tracer BBs. But with a Bifrost, just standard BBs actually work really well. Unless you're playing in a Speedsoft tournament or something like that, then you'll have to use Tracer BBs. SA Airsoft says, want to quit my job, hire me as a gun tester player. I'll edit the videos and upload them. We just put out a job advert today for a warehouse staff member. We may be looking for some more sales staff soon as well, just because we've been so busy here at BZ. As I mentioned right at the start of the stream as well, all the BZ team are going out tonight for a meal straight after work to say goodbye to two members of staff, unfortunately, who are leaving us today. One from the warehouse, one for the sales team. Very sad that they're going, but wish them all the best. So we do have a couple of openings here at BZ. We don't have gun tester as a official job here, but if you work in the warehouse, you do actually have to chrono a lot of guns that come in. Any gun that we just from like KWA or Raven Evolution, that they get chronoed before they go out to anyone. So we do actually a lot of chronoing. And then obviously, if you work in the tech center, if you do what I do, where I just have to turn up and shoot guns and make daft TikToks all the time, it's a pretty fun job at the end of the day. Not many other people get to go to work and just test out some new guns or blow up a grenade, a frag grenade to make for a TikTok, or just throw frag grenades down a corridor just for something to do. Like, it's an interesting place to work. I love working at BZ, especially given how much you guys have been supporting us over the last couple of years. It's been crazy couple of years here at BZ. What is the official weight of Speedsoft BBs? Velo Welder says 0.25 grams. This is the standard weight across Speedsofters. So this is why we stock thousands upon thousands of bottles of 0.25 tracers. You need to use 0.25 tracer BBs. You can use 0.25 standard BBs for training, but competitions for competitions you will need 0.25 tracer BBs. But if you're playing indoors anyway, you should be shooting 0.25s really. It's very rare that sites let you go to 0.28. 0.2s aren't really good for anyone really. If you're playing indoors, you definitely use 0.25s regardless. SA Airsoft should get some lads to do that and play using new stocking guns and show how they operate in the field. On paper, that sounds great, but that would mean that we just have a gun that had been out for a game day, and then we wouldn't be able to sell it to anyone. Because if I bought a gun and it turned out it had been used for a full game day by someone, I'd not be happy about it. We do have a few random things that we've been sent for marketing purposes, a few guns that we just have that we can't sell to anyone, that we just have in the back end, but we have actually let our staff use them on game days. One comes to mind recently. We had our colleague Joe went and used an APC 9 from Archwick at a game day. That was a marketing one that we're not allowed to sell. So that's something. But like, we can't just use customer guns, retail guns, because it's not fair on our customers if we've been out and playing on them. And if we did that with every style of gun as well, we'd be wasting a lot of guns just on one or two game days. But we do send them out for photography and stuff like that, and we try and do as much as we can on the YouTube channel. As always, if there's any products you want to see us review here on the YouTube channel, please do let us know. In the next couple of weeks, we've got a video about BBs going out next week. We've got a video testing out the new Mechanics iPro coming out. We'll probably be doing some unboxing of some of the new Tokyo Marui guns that have just landed today. But any other suggestions, please do let us know. Yeah, SA Airsoft, if you want to work for the BZ team, please do drop us an email. We literally just put a thing on our story today looking for some warehouse staff, so please do feel free to apply if you want to. Nick B, any chance of a discount of X demo guns then? Well, no, as we say, we don't have that many demo guns. We have a few, and they were sent to us for marketing purposes. So then we can't just betray. It's a bit dodgy of us if we then sell them, because they were sent to us by the brands. They were sent to us to not to sell, not to make a profit off, to show off their products. So we can't really do that. And then every other gun that we send out to customers, all it's really had done is chrono tested. So it's not like an X demo or anything like that. So it's not really something we do. We do have, like, very rarely we have boneyard items. But in general, that's not really something that we do. I was going to say a point about that, but I can't remember. Oh, yeah. We do have a demo, not a gun. We have a demo product, the one that we've sent to us just for review that we can't sell. But it's only been used a couple of times, and it's basically brand new. And we're about to hit 5,000 subscribers in the next week or so here on the YouTube channel. We recently hit 100,000, well, 110,000 followers on TikTok. So we're thinking maybe we should do a little giveaway. Maybe that could be a prize, a little prize. It's worth a bit. So might do a little giveaway very soon here on the channel, guys, if that's of interest to anyone. Yeah, SA Airsoft, yeah, just apply if you can, mate. We're looking to get someone in sooner rather than later. I think we might even already have someone lined up for it, to be fair. But yeah, feel free to apply. And I think soon we'll probably have another sales staff job available at some point, because when we think we've got enough staff, then it just keeps growing and growing and growing. It's been absolute madness here at BZ lately, but in a great way. Yeah. Anyway, I've got a few questions left from Instagram still to ask. I've got about 10 or so minutes left for this stream, guys. If you've got any other questions, please do leave them in the chat. But otherwise, I'll just be answering these ones. But LD.1 on Instagram says, will we be seeing in the future, what will we be seeing in the future for CTM TAC AAP or one part? So basically, what's new from CTM? If you haven't seen it already, in about February, I think it was, we did a video about what's new from CTM. It's called the CTM New Product Showcase for 2025. Other than the stuff that we showed in that video, there's nothing else new that's been announced or that we're aware of. Next week, we should have the Maximus kits in stock. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't know if we're getting any other stuff in next week from CTM, but I know they've got some new, they've got the shark uppers available in electroplated colors. They've got the baby shark uppers, which are the compact version. They've got some new side panels, like really smooth side panels. We've shown all these off in the product showcase. If you haven't seen that, go and watch that. They've got some new big chunky mag wells. They've got some new angled mag adapters as well. So rather than going the mags facing straight down, it's a right angle. But yeah, other than that, they don't have anything else in the works that we're aware of yet. Nothing else on the horizon. But they've got about 4 or 5 new products coming out in the next couple of months. So they have been busy, a bit too busy for their own good, unfortunately. But very, very busy, very exciting stuff. Rolling Tactical Airsoft Instagram just said, Arcturus, sorry for asking, really am. Not a brand that we stock, not a brand that we're planning on stocking anytime soon. However, we have just got some D-Day magazines in, which I believe are made by Arcturus. I could be getting that wrong, but I think they are. Just got some of their AK mags in, and they're really good, and they're actually $14.95 for a 130 round AK AG mag. So if you've got an AG AK, then pick yourself some of their mags up. Those are the ones recommended to us by Raven Evolution, who make really great AG AKs. Anyway, right, we've got 10 minutes left, guys. I've run out of the questions from Instagram, so if you've got any questions, ask them in the chat. Nick B says, have you got any idea when the Raven Evolution AKs will restock? So we just had some Raven Evolutions land earlier this week. The thing about Raven Evolution is that they are a Canadian brand, so obviously they've got different FPS limits to us. So everything that comes in from Raven Evolution, we have to change out the spring so that it matches UK limits. So we do have a load of Raven Evolution guns in the warehouse that still haven't been processed through because we've been so busy with orders and new products coming in this week. I know we do have a few Raven Evolution Neos and all AKs in stock already. I was just checking our website for this earlier today, actually. We've got a few in stock. I don't know if we've got any that are in the pipeline. That we've got several of them on order. We may have some in the warehouse that need to have the spring swapped over, so they won't be on the website yet if that is the case. It doesn't really let me see what we've got. Yeah, I can see here we've got the Neo AK-74M. I know we've got those in. Those will be checked in next week. They'll be available. So basically what I'm saying is there are some available now, but if the one that you want isn't available now, it may be available next week. I know we do have several Raven Evolution AKs in stock in the warehouse. They just need swapping over to those UK limits. And if you do pick yourself a Raven Evolution AK, some of those D-Mag AK mags, $14.95, fantastic. SA Airsoft, I'm chasing a follow off you guys on Instagram. How much how much? What? How much do you need? How much do you need to buy? How much are you going to bribe me? Is this an under the table thing? What do you want to know? Um, yeah. Any more questions, guys? Please do ask them. Otherwise, I'm going to tail off and get a little bit of work done before we all go for a big BZ group meal and say goodbye to a couple of our guys. Bosses are feeling generous today. They treated us to a Starbucks as well as a meal out today. Airsoft wants to pay for us to follow them on Instagram. Bloody hell! What's the going rate for an Instagram follow these days? I don't even know. Make an offer. Make an offer I can't refuse. Right, I will be hopping off on the stream, guys, in the next few minutes. If you don't have any more questions, thanks for joining us, though. I know these streams aren't exactly at the best time of the week, but I don't know when else I can do them. I don't know if there's a better weekday I can do these streams on. Is anyone even bothered about these streams? I don't know. Just something we try and do. Like, if people want us to keep doing them, obviously, then we'll keep doing them. But if people aren't that bothered, then maybe we'll stop. But we'll try and do one at least once a month. Nick B says, enjoy the meal. I'm sure I will. I don't actually know what I want to get. I'm stuck between ordering a Parmo or ordering a pizza. I don't know whether to get a Parmo, a calzone pizza, or a meat feast pizza. I'm really struggling. I'll probably end up going for a Parmo. I always do. But yeah, the meat feast pizza is sounding good. I love goat's cheese on a pizza, actually, but their goat's cheese pizza just has spinach on it. And I think at least put some red onion on there if you're doing a goat's cheese pizza. But Nick B says, can't go wrong with a Parmo. If anyone's coming to BZ Fest, if you're coming to Teesside for BZ Fest or anything, you need to get yourself a Parmo. If you've never had a Parmo, then you're missing out. Sorry, I had to sip my drink. I just burped there. If you've never had a Parmo, make sure you have a Parmo. And I'm not just talking about any Parmo. You need to get one in Teesside because I've had Parmos outside of Teesside and they're absolutely awful. I had a Parmo in Scarborough once, and it's one of the worst things I've ever eaten. That's not me exaggerating. It was genuinely awful. It was covered in like frozen kebab meat. Horrible thing. £1 for a follow. £1 for a follow. £1's not enough, mate. I can't be bought for £1. 3.5k. If that was cash, not followers, then that would have got one. But if you're at BZ Fest, show me that you bought something at BZ Fest. If you buy something at BZ Fest, show it to me and I'll give you a follow, mate. I promise that. Make sure we do give you a follow, but I need that proof. I need you to buy something. BZ patch, there you go. We might even have BZ Fest patches available, like one-off patches. So if I see you buying a BZ Fest patch or just a normal BZ patch, I will follow you at BZ Fest. Airsoft says that we have done very bad things to his bank account. That is basically every airsofter in the UK at the moment. By now, we get that all the time, that people blaming us for the fact that they're poor, the fact that they're broke, but we're all broke. If you're into airsoft, everyone's broke. We make a living out of making airsofters broke, and we're proud of it as well. So, but yeah, like it says, enjoy your weekend. Have a great leave and do. Calzone all the way. Yeah, calzone or Parmo, I don't know. I love a calzone, but it's Parmo, innit? It can't beat a Parmo, but it's calzone, innit? So you can't beat a calzone either. So SAS obviously got the OG best BZ Fest patch. Well, there's only been one BZ Fest patch so far. You need to get yourself the second BZ Fest patch to get a follow. We don't just follow anyone on Instagram. Our follow is it's a very coveted thing, maybe at least by you. So yeah, it will be a different patch though. It will be the new BZ Fest patch will be different. I've already drafted up a design for it. I just need to get it approved by the powers that be. I think we're going to have a meeting next week or so to get some more BZ merch done in general, because it's been way too long since we brought out a new T-shirt or some new patches. So hopefully in the next couple of months, you should see some new bits coming in, because I want to do some more interesting stuff. Like we did like the the Barbie t-shirt a couple of years ago. We did like the death metal style hoodie. I definitely want to do some more gothic mosher-esque gear in the future. And I want to do some more different patch designs, some new colors on our classic tactical patch as well. I just need to get the big bosses to say yes to all my stupid ideas. That's all. Falcon says, hi, he's thinking of getting an Ares drop in on a HPA. So the new Ares HPA engines, they're very cheap. They're very good value for money. We don't stock them here at BZ, so I can't comment on them personally about the quality of them or anything like that. I've seen a couple of reviews. I'd say go watch the reviews on YouTube. I think you're getting what you're paying for, basically. That's all I'll say. They could be completely fine. They could be great. I don't know. Never use them. But from what I've heard about them, they are what their price tag says they are, basically. If you're looking for a HPA engine, though, I nearly forgot. Nexus HPA engines are back in stock. We'll probably end the stream on this. 100% mechanical HPA engines. They've launched in January and they sold out within a couple of months. We just got a restock in all 10 colors for Nexus HPA engines. Extremely popular, these things, guys. These things have been. I thought it would take a while for these to take off, given the fact that it's the first product that Mech Labs have really put out, other than the Arc 1 that they did with Arc Airsports. But like a completely new HPA engine from a new brand. I thought it'd take a while for people to get on board with these things, but they sold out. They sold so well, really quickly. We were going to do a video on these, but they sold so well that we just didn't end up doing one. Plus, I got married in that time, so I just didn't really line up very well. Plus, it's quite hard to make a video about just a HP engine, but these are great. These are, if you can get these to line up in your gun, if you can get these to work, like actually fit in your gun properly, these have worked really well. I've had great feedback on them, and they very, very popular. And they do look nice. They'll be hidden inside your gun, but they do look nice. They've just arrived. I think it was yesterday. I think it was maybe the day before, but yeah, every single color back in stock. How are they compared to Wolverine engines, etc.? Wolverine engines as well are great. Like, I'm not going to say one's better than the other. This one is just 100% mechanical, so you don't need to have any batteries on it. You don't have to worry about it, eroding. You don't need to worry about any internal electronic damage on them. These work really well, and it's the only fully mechanical HP engine in the world that does full auto without any battery assistance. So compared to other mechanical HP engines, I'd say that this one's the best. If you're looking for full auto, it's the only one that does it. So that's obviously really great. But if you're comparing it to like electric powered HP engines, it'll be just as good as any other HP engine. I can't say which one is better because with Wolverine, I mean, everything they do just works. Like, it's really good. Right, I've got to pop off in a second, guys. We're nearly hitting that hour mark. So is Nexus looking to a V3 version? I'm not sure if they are, actually. I don't know if they are. I've not heard anything. I think there's been a little bit of talk about it, but I don't actually know if anything's fully confirmed. But obviously, as the distributor of Mech Labs and Arc in the UK, as a distributor for Nexus engines, if they make a new version of it, the V3 version, then we will be able to get them in stock. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to drop off, guys. That's me done for this week. This is that month's live stream done. We'll see you in May, the first Friday of May, which is the 2nd of May. That's when we'll next see you for a live stream. If you guys have got any input on a better time and a better day of the week to do this thing, then please do let us know. Otherwise, it'll be 3:30 on the 2nd of May. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Goodbye.